3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast, episode 67, here on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. This is an episode, yes it is. Okay, that was a weird rendition of Sixes and Sevens by Queens of the Stone Age, with the lyrics replaced by the fact this is episode 67 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. Hi, welcome everybody. Bastian, aka Seabass, your host now, forever, and always. I would like to first start and dedicate this episode to my mom, because I love my mom very much, and she underwent operation this week. And thank you all who supported in that journey. I really appreciate your help. The surgery had some complications, so she had to get another surgery done, and she's recovering right now. So again, big shout out to my mama. You're my rock, and I love you very much, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you. So if you would like to help support the podcast, aka help support me, help support my mom, there are several ways to down below. If you're watching this, then here is a Cashapp. Let that filter in, take a screenshot, and if you don't have Cashapp, here is a Venmo. Rock and roll. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It means the world to me to be able to do this podcast without you. And now that we got that out of the way, I just really wanted to say I love my mom. So that's very important to me. Hello. And we're here. It is Thursday, August 1st. Welcome to August, everybody, 2024. 3 more months until the fireworks. Are you having fun? You having a good year? Are you struggling? Are you doing well? Are you abundant with currency? Are you brink of starvation? How's life going? Let me know. Email me, galacticseabass@gmail.com. Advice, questions, whatever. I will read it live. Or just drop it in the... we're doing this. So, like I said, my mom had this surgery, and I was trying to help find a way to raise money. I had this crazy idea. It was Comic-Con here in San Diego, so I thought, okay, I just got my drum set back. Again, shout out to Chris. Chris wouldn't have been able to get that without you. You rock, dude. And I had this drum set. I have Joker makeup and an outfit. I was like, okay, well, let's put this two together. Let's dress up as the Joker and go play drums downtown where all these people are. So on Friday, we set out and I played drums on the boardwalk, at Seaport Village. And I thought that would have a lot more traction than it did. I had $150 on the first night, which was really cool. Fully kitted as the Joker. And then the next day, on Saturday, I knew that next to the Laugh Factory, there's this building that used to sell lamps. Right now, it's out of business. And they have a front little patio area. It would have like an outside restaurant sort of thing. And it's right there, 5th and F, right in the heart of the gas lamp of downtown San Diego. So I thought, I'll just go set up my drums there and see what happens. And I, again, put on all my Joker makeup. I had to do my hair all green again, and took my drums down, and luckily Pops was at the Laugh Factory, this old security dude, and he helped watch my drums so I could move them from my car, which was just parked at the Laugh Factory, to 30 feet. But even just go around that corner, I didn't know what was possible. So I was very grateful when I got all the drums over there. We set them up, and we started playing. Dude, I made like 400, 500 per day just playing drums as the Joker. Had my big speaker behind me, just blast. And yeah, we went in. That was really cool. So we were able to raise some money. That was cool. And then Sunday, we did the same thing. I went back down as the Joker, and I think I made like $120, $130. Friday and Sunday were similar. I think Friday, if I were at the spot I was at on Saturday, I would have really hit it off. At the same time, it is what it is. So now I have the availability to just go play games and try to raise money as a way of making it in this crazy world, which is kind of a cool option. So I'm very grateful to have my dad's drums back and to be putting them to use. And I finally made my money back on that speaker from busking, which is sick, and I was hoping that would be a thing that would happen one day. And yeah, that was pretty cool. So Comic-Con was sick, and then got to go just run around as the Joker for a while and got into a bunch of antics. And luckily, we didn't break any bones this week or fracture anything. We've actually been healing quite nicely, so we should be back on the bike here in the next couple of days. Shout out to SD Wheelworks for hooking me up with tires because mine were about to explode. Rubber only lasts so long. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So we had a very event-filled week, top to bottom. Been working like crazy. I don't know if I mentioned this last week. My job was on the line because as an Uber, I gave a ride to this lady, and she was belligerent, called me names, was screaming at me and yelling at me in my face from outside the car. I slept out of protection, and then uploaded that to social media and got a message that said, hey, we got a message that says one of your riders say they're on your social media. And that was true, objectively. So I took it down and they gave me my job back, but it was still just, wow, like, you wanted to take my career. Ugh, what an awful, terrible person. So, crazy of working that kind of stuff out. And yeah, that was interesting. And so that made me kind of think, I don't want to have all my eggs in this one basket. Like, I'm trying to do comedy, and that's not really making a lot of money, and I'm doing the YouTube bit of money, but for now it's not a career. And then I have my driving, which most of my money, and I thought, okay, well, let's get a new. 2 years ago I signed up when I got my e-bike. I did delivery. I got $3 for it, and I just never cashed out. So I still have it, which is cool. I did a couple of Uber Eats yesterdays, which was neat. And I just delivered some barbecue to some people. Never saw their faces. The tips were really good, though. Tips were way better than I would get on my rides. So I might just start doing that more. And I could bring my dog. Oh, that'd be exciting. That'd actually sound fun. And yeah, it was sunny today, and now it's raining, and now it's sunny again. And San Diego has no idea what it's doing. It's a very bipolar town. So, happy to be alive, and grateful to still have my mom. And rest in peace to my dad. Hope he's doing well in the ethereal realm. How are you guys doing? How's your Thursday? Let me know in the chat box. I really should have planned agendas for today, because I didn't plan anything. I did try and watch the movie. I don't know if I actually finished anything. I know that I started The Dark Knight, and it was great. And then I started Dark Knight Rises, and it was great. And I finished neither one. I get to the part where he breaks his back. It's just... I like following movies. I really do. I have my whole childhood. So I don't know, there's just something kind of nostalgic about it. Some background noise. And, yeah, it was fun. When I brought my Joker outfit down, too, I actually had this Scream mask that I was planning on wearing on top of the makeup, and I never actually ended up doing that. So maybe we set up the drums, I'll just wear the Scream mask. Be kind of fun. Yes, things. I've had this since I was a little kid. I used to wear this around the neighborhood and go on bike rides and stuff. I was always a weirdo. That's 100% true. Shout out to this mirror for helping me do all my makeup for the weekend. You were the real hero, the real MVP. Hey, what's up? Somebody new's in the chat. What's going on, guys? Not really in the chat, but they're watching. My name's Seabass. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. If you're listening to this, then welcome as well. I just can't see you, and you can't see me, but you can hear me, hopefully. Hopefully it's working. This mic is a placebo. Doesn't actually do anything. Found this as a doorstop at the first house I lived in here in San Diego, and then I spray painted it, and then I should mention it was a doorstop outside, not an inside doorstop. And then I spray painted it, and then one day I plugged it in, and this thing totally works. The Shure SM58, the greatest microphone to ever exist in the history of the world. Shouts out. Even if it's being used as it still works pretty good, and I feel like you guys can hear me. But can you feel me? That's the real question. Here we're going to find out on the Galactic Seabass Podcast. We'll be right back. How you doing? What's going on, everybody? Rock and roll. Shouts out to Adam Ray. He told me one of my jokes was good, and that made me feel good, and I think about it all the time. So, you the man. All right, let's get into something. I had an idea. Oh, right. And you really did leave it over there. You had this whole plan to do this thing, and then you went to your door to go get it, and then you just left it over by the door, because that's what you do. But we're going to keep talking, so you guys are still part of this podcast program thing here on the Seabass Podcast. That's me. All right, I got rock and roll. There is the possibility to do some comedy tonight. However, I'm not sure if that's actually going to be a realistic or a realized endeavor. We will find out. However, but right now, we're just chit-chatting on the old tubes. Of you. The tubes of you. The tubes of you are what I miss the most. That's kind of euphemism, and it has a lyric. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so, tune into the chat box in a second. Right here we got our Joke Bible V2. And why would I use this? This cup's empty. This coaster is not at all. And now life is all good and dandy. By the way, I went through my little camera bag in the back pocket and I found my old jelly comb and a 128 gig hard drive. So you should just clean your backpacks out every once in a while. You never know what might be lurking in there. So this week we went and did our 531st set at the American Comedy Company, which is crazy. 531. That is a long time from one. That went down on July 30th, as opposed to February. We did set number 467. So we are working up, but without the madhouse, it is a slow and steady increase. It's one of those things. All you can eat. Go eat. Go. Ollie. Why would you steal your food? Just go eat. He's trying to say snuck over like fillets. What a goofball. Eat your food, buddy. He doesn't like when I watch him. So this is like the worst angle to be looking. But hopefully as long as I act like I'm doing my thing, he does his thing. Anyway, our main here right now was I had this... Okay, so when those Irish girls stole my little microphone, which I'm so glad I got back, it's made so many people giggle over the years. It's not even been a few months. Like, the amount of times I've made people giggle with this little mic by saying, I just want to do a little bit of comedy. It was so worth it to spend 4 times as much as I originally paid for it to get it back into my life. And I'm very grateful. So shout out to that old dude. So in the description when I bought it, though, it said, you get a mic and you get a napkin. And I don't really want a napkin. That's kind of dumb. So I got a message saying, would you rather have a sticker instead? Because I lost the napkin. Never even allowed me to answer the question and mailed it. And so this thing showed up, which is pretty cool. And it's this really fun little joke sticker sheet. And this water bottle, pretty special ones. We got Kill Tony in an arena. We got this super little hella tight San Diego, which is, if Santa Cruz knew about this company, it'd be a wrap. And then the American Comedy Company on the bottom. So I kind of add a new sticker to the cup, and there's this really great one on the bottom that just says jokes, and I feel like that belongs on this book. So we're gonna open it up to the cover. Never lost, always exploring. And let's see if I can fit jokes right there at the bottom. I wonder if it's one of those stickers that has like the clear on the outside, or if it's going to be one of those cheap white outsides. That'd be a big difference. I'm sort of a sticker hog, and I'm very particular about that kind of thing. Let's find out. Oh, it's a white background. Netflix couldn't dish out. This should fit perfectly. Cool. Now he changed it. Forever. So never lost, always exploring, just as is. Never lost, always exploring. You gotta try. You gotta try stuff if you want to make it. Work really hard at this whole comedy thing. It's tough. It's a really tough gig because see all the people around me, they got the whole month booked out. They're getting on shows that I would absolutely love to do. And I have nothing. I got nothing booked. I have 2 roast battles. One in September and one in December. The first Wednesday of each month, if you'd like to come by at the La Jolla Comedy, I'd love to see you. It is disheartening though, man. I work really hard and it just seems like nobody cares. But I feel in my head I'm getting funny. So I really hope it's not just ego. Oh, man. And then, I like the idea. I want to put, I could put the Netflix as a joke. I don't like the fact that it has the white background. That totally sucks. I'll do it anyway. It's alright. This guy's like a little microphone, and he's going like this, which really reminds me of all my YouTube videos and shit over the years. So we're going to go ahead and take this little fella. I hope we don't rip off. There we go. Okay. We got this guy. I think he should cover up macro saving. That's the name of this bottle. However, that is now gone forever. Or just put saving. Macro. What do I leave? Do I leave anything? I think I just cover it. For Mom. My mom gave me a cup. Ma. Yeah. Ma. Because I love Mama. I'm like Johnny Bravo with that. I love you, Mama. Hoo, ha, hoo. Do the monkey with me. Alright, cool. Ma. Netflix is a joke. Festival. That was pretty funny. That was a cool little event. And then the other one says LA, ugh, which is just laugh. I like that a lot. Live comedy. Funny people. I think I'll save these for one day. One day I'll need these again. It's kind of fun. A little Bible. Or a little treasure box, whatever you want to call this little thing. Cool, we got a new sticker. And it says Ma. I love that. Alright, I love my mom. Alright, let's get it. Let's see if anybody doing this little chat box thing here. Alright, we're reloading, refreshing. I hit play on my own video. I have no idea what's going on here. Nobody's watching. 17 minutes in. How it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, really, we don't have like any movies. I don't really have a lot of updates. We did some comedy. I don't really have anything booked. I have tomorrow actually to hosting Quantum Brewing for set number. I did one tonight, but really feeling like I should probably just go back to work, and then I can get some Chinese food later, get some sleep, and then get to work bright and early, and then kind of cool. Maybe sign up for the stores potluck in LA and go run that on Monday. But there's a lot of the possibility of what's around the corner. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I'm not really sure. Just right now, for the next couple of days, I know it's work. I have bills need to take care of, and you know, I just got to make sure if anything happens with my mom that I'm able to like run up there to Vegas and make sure everything's taken care of. So just trying to like figure out adult stuff. It's tough, but that's life. You know, you figure it out. You live, you learn, you grow up, you die, and that's the name of the game. That's how it goes in the. I couldn't think of area code that rhymed that I've lived in. I could make one up, just like the 210. I don't know what that is. If you're from the 210 area, just let me know in the comments where that is. That sounds pretty cool. I found out recently all the highways are the 5. The closer it is to 0, that's the more westbound it is, and the closer it is to 100, the more eastbound it is, at least for the vertical highways. And then for the other one, oh, how did that work? It was something the other way, you know, perpendicularly. I don't have a lot of energy today, man. I'm trying. It's been a week. It has been a week. Excuse me. No, we're trying though. We're out here. We're doing this. Shout out to my dad. He's on my t-shirt right now. And I've worn this shirt a couple times, but he's this dude right here. He's pretty cool. I love my dad very much, and I miss him a lot. But shout out to my mom for not being dead. You rock, and I love you. And I'm excited to ride my bike. I miss it. BMX day was so much fun. Oh, that changed the course of my life, I guess. Yeah, it was sick. We rolled up. It was fun. Had a good time. Got through the day, and Dig posted a clip while the jam was happening, and that got a whole bunch of traction. And so I posted a clip the next day, not really thinking about it. And my mom had some things to say about that. We'll leave that out of the episode though. Like, you know, I want to take better care of myself, and she's a mom, and I get it. I totally get it. And I'm just doing my thing. I moved to California to basically do that trick in front of people, and that was the ultimate love it. So I posted it, and in all my years creating videos, I've never one hit 1 million. And right now we are 14,000 views away from that million in less than 2 weeks. So based upon its current, be there by the morning, which is so nuts. Just 1 million views on a single video. That's so crazy. Took a while. We did it. Almost. We're almost there. So if you'd like to help, go check out my Instagram. Yeah, I don't know. I'm proud of that. It was a very cool moment for me. And I watched the video a couple times. Like, I've had this weird regret. Like, I should have wrote it out. But first of all, there's like a bump at the bottom. Done this maneuver, you know that those kind of bumps can be deadly. Because if you lose traction of your front foot and it slips off either the front or the back of the bars, you basically fall off a moving foot platform backwards, or in some way that you don't want, and there's a bicycle potentially under you. So it's like the worst thing. And then add on the fact you're going 35 miles an hour at E Street. That's heavy. So in my head, I'm like, I'm going to call it. And I bail down because I want to land it and right away. There were claters from that day who totally did not make it. And I just wanted to ride away. So we did. And I've watched the video a couple times. When I get to the bottom, I do a little bit like a little squirrely boy. It's kind of cool. You can't tell, but those, like, either one of those could have been like dead if I didn't find my feet and just got locked up in the pedals and flipped, and just like I would have been thrashed like to the bone level. Yeah, very grateful. Rode away clean. That was fun. Really sucks though the guy didn't get the footage. I've never seen that footage. The dude, he blocked the view and then didn't press record. Then I'd hit again, and then he didn't press record again. Or just they didn't post it. It was like, why? What the? So BMX, if you're give me that clip, please. That would mean a lot. I worked really hard for that one. Didn't even see it. One of those things. Yeah. I really don't know how much I have left in me. This might be kind of a shorter episode. I appreciate you so much for tuning in. That's a plane. I'll do a cheers. Cheers, guys. Rock and roll. Oh, it's a good day. I would really like to, try to utilize some of this daylight and get out there and, do some work before the night ends. I like people being able to get in the car during the day so they can read my spiel and be like, oh, you're a comedian and stuff. Because I have this big note on the back of my passenger seat and in the passenger seat on the front of it's a 3-pack, so they kind of read it. It's a little spiel about my life, but at nighttime, you can't really read it. And so it's harder to open up and get to know people. And you only make 35%, so you have to kind of work for those tips. And most people want to talk. And if they're quiet, then, you just kind of just play music and kick back, and it's actually pretty easy. Just have to get them there safe, and I've done that, I think, 6,414 times. Pretty cool. Oh, man. 4 years, that's not so bad. I haven't technically, but for 3 years, I didn't let people in my car. I had this premonition in December 2019, like, you should stop being an Uber. Then a few months, like, that was a good call. Get that unemployment money, baby. That was, what a time to be alive. Glad we all lived. If you're watching this video, you survived COVID. Congratulations. And I appreciate you very much. Kind of looks like Shaggy over here is like nefariously on the dark web. Turns out the computer's just off. Oh man, I just did a bit on my podcast. I can't believe it. I'd be a real rabble-rouser up in this biznatch. What? I think we're losing traction here. Appreciate you very much for tuning in. This was a podcast. I know it was short. We didn't even make the 30-minute mark, but hey, we do what we can. Shout out to Andy and Ollie, who are just chilling on the floor and have now both heard their names and just like that appear upon command. Hey, little buddy. I love you, Andy. He'll be 7 years old in October. Is it crazy? Do you want to be in the podcast too, buddy? Here, I'll see if I can move this table. All right, come here. Come here, pal. Okay, come up. Right here. Come on. Good job. All right, guys. Well, my family to yours. This has been a podcast here on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It's called the Galactic Seabass Podcast, hosted by me, Galactic Seabass, a.k.a. Seabass, a.k.a. Sebastian, a.k.a. your... And I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this video. And I really appreciate you all tuning into this video. It means a lot to me. And I have tons of other stuff available on my channel if you want to go check that out. Life is good, you know? And, you know, if you could send some prayers to my mom, that would really mean a lot. And some well wishes. And if you'd like to donate, that would really just mean the world to me. Every hour I don't have to go to work is a blessing. So all the stuff is available in the description below. Patreon. Come see me live tomorrow at Quantum Brewing in Kearney Mesa for a stand-up show starting at 7 o'clock. Goes 7 to 9:45. And again, it's Quantum Brewing, QUANTUMBREWIN in San Diego. Just look that up and I'll see you down there. Again, we have some roast battles coming up. September, the first day of September, and the first Wednesday of December. Against Taylor Great and Corey Ryan. We'll have Taylor on the podcast one of these days. At the same time, thank you much for tuning in. It really means the world to me. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I miss you. I love you, Andy, and I love you, Ollie. You guys are my boys, my sons, and I love you guys very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. We're all people. This is our crew. It's our planet Earth crew. I heard an old man in a swamp talking about that the other day. He's like, you know, I think about all these people on Earth. I stand at the gas station. I'm like, man, I'm glad to be alive at the same time as that man. Isn't that cool, man? Like, I can do one heck of a Robin Williams impression, too. That guy will blow. I wish I knew his name. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, we might reach the 30-minute mark here on the Galactic Seabass. I've said that so many times. Over the course of my life, how many times have I said Galactic Seabass? I will never know. Hey, let's brand video real quick. Hey, there we go. Got that all worked out. Boom, logos. Got that in. Oh, my gosh. This is insane. Appreciate you. Well, I'm not sure what the weather's looking like, but I hope the sun shines down upon you. And I truly wish you the best of luck with all endeavors in this life. I know times can be challenging for us all. We all have our own problems, but I know that if you persevere and work really hard, you can get through it. You can achieve whatever it is that you put your mind to. And right now, I'm trying to be a funny man, getting paid. So thank you for helping me support that journey by watching this. Seeing my YouTube stuff and come seeing me do stand-up live and out my social media stuff to try to help me get to my first 1,000,000 views. So if you go watch that surfer clip, every view helps. And hopefully by the time I'm going to hit that 1,000,000 count, baby. And then one day we'll have 1,000,000 subscribers on YouTube. Because I can dream. And I don't know. More worthwhile content. That sounds good. You know. I want to hear from you guys. I want to learn about the world and other people. And I want to grow together. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Andy. Andy, I have a question for you. Why do you always choose to clean yourself at inappropriate times? How do you feel about it? An absolutely proverbial response from young Andromeda, who's turning 7 soon. I love you, buddy. And I love you, Ollie. You're my boy. Oh, man, we're cutie pie. All right, we'll do it from my family and I. Again, shout out to my mom. I love you very much. And thank you guys for tuning into this episode. This was episode 67 of the Galactic Seabass. No idea what's going to happen in episode 68. But you know what they say about 68. You go down on me, and I owe you one. Appreciate you very much for tuning in. This was technically an episode, and I appreciate you for watching it. You are an individual. Maybe individuals. And I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being alive. Oh, man. Shout out to the universe for creating you. This world truly would not be the same without you. And, you know, my, something I've been trying to work on a lot of my life, my ex told me, if you gave yourself the same love that you give to other people, you would just be this big ball of sunshine. So, I think I might have missed a few words, but the point's all there. So let's just work on taking care of ourselves and doing the best that we can. We're all just human beings. Some of animals, like my animals here. However, for those of us who can speak with words and consciousness and thought, then let's put our minds to use to build a better place. Love your neighbor and be nice to somebody. Give somebody a high five. Do whatever it takes to just try to bring out some good in this world. And that's a little message from me to you. My name's Sebastian, and I really appreciate you tuning into this episode of the Galactic Seabass Podcast, episode 67 to be specific. And we'll see you next week for episode 68. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye from all of us here in Ocean Beach. And I wish you, again, the best of luck with all your endeavors. And with that said, end transmission.